Hey there! So, bit of a different kind of video than I've done in the past. This is about how to spot fake Tom Ford private blend bottles. Now, unfortunately, these are starting to pop up around the internet. Mostly you're going to find them on eBay. That has been primarily the place that I've seen them, that others have seen them. It's a bit of a somewhat elaborate ring of counterfeiters through eBay who are continually putting these bottles up. So this video is designed to help you be able to weed those out a little bit. They're really not that difficult, and avoid buying some fake juice. Now, first, as I said, they are primarily available on eBay. Tom Ford, as a company, does a pretty good job of controlling their stock. So you won't find too much of their juice, specifically the private blends, at secondhand retailers like an Overstock or a Fragrance Net, something along those lines. So outside of a brick and mortar store, a Lucky Scent, a Neiman Marcus, Saks, or through Tom Ford directly, really the only other place to buy Tom Ford private blend bottles is through eBay. Now, there are a few other really sleazy internet retailers that I've seen a few of these pop up at, but I don't think they're very heavily trafficked by anyone, and you kind of have to be an idiot to buy there in the first place. I don't even know, off the top of my head, some of their names, but they're sort of the third-hand version of eBay, those offer bid websites that you can find, but I'm not even going to go into that. Now, what do they look like? There are a few telltale signs that you will see. And let's start with a bottle of Japon Noir. Now you'll see right here, it has a white tester box and the bottle next to it with this label that is very clearly not correct. First of all, Tom Ford testers do not come with white tester boxes. They never are sent to the store that way. They don't exist. They're made up. So if you see one of those, it's a pretty good sign that this bottle is fake. Now, second, you can tell the font on the label of both the tester box and the bottle is incorrect. Tom Ford uses exclusively a font called Gotham Bold. And he also uses a certain type of typeset so that the letters are spaced together a little bit closer than a normal typing scheme would be. If you went into Word and downloaded Gotham Bold and just started typing letters, it would not be the standard set. So, as you can see, the logo is wrong, the name of the juice is wrong where it says Eau de Parfum below it, that is wrong, the wording is off. You can also tell from the bottle the label extends too far to the sides of the glass. In a normal bottle, which I'll put up right next to it if I haven't done so already, you can see that the label is too big. You can also tell that it's a little askew. It's not cut correctly. Another telltale sign that this is not good juice. So let's look at a few other ones because they do fake more than just the 50 milliliter bottles. This is a 100 milliliter Moss Breche bottle. You'll see that it does not come with a cap. Again, we see the logos are all wrong, the font is wrong. That really, I can't emphasize that enough. Look at the font. That is going to be your dead giveaway, because the counterfeiters are starting to realize that people are picking up on the white boxes and that they don't exist. I don't know why they made them in the first place, but they're starting to realize that buyers know that those are fake, so they're getting rid of them in some of their newer releases. But you can see here the Moss Breche, it does not come with a cap. Another giveaway. Number one, Tom Ford does not keep 100 milliliter bottles out as testers at stores. They don't use them. On the displays, they only have 50 milliliter bottles and the 250 milliliter decanters. And they all have caps. Unlike most brands, when you go to a store and you see their display, the Tom Ford line, the private blends, all have caps. They are not capless, like you will see with a Bond or a Creed or many other ones. So if you see somebody selling a tester, so to speak, without a cap, or if they have one of those little, if you've seen in some other brands, they have those cardboard cylindrical things that stick over the neck and the sprayer, to sort of act as a pseudo cap. Those don't exist. They are fake. Stay away from them. Now, you'll probably notice that these two bottles I've shown you are discontinued juices. Ironically enough, these are the most popular ones that you will find. They have a very high resale value on eBay right now. They are much more difficult to find from legitimate people, legitimate sellers, since they're not available in store anywhere. No store has them for sale. They're completely out of stock, and they are in high demand. So not only do they counterfeit the currently available juice, the tobacco vanille, here's a bottle of Neroli Portofino that they faked, again, same white box. They got the color right, but it's not correct. Even the old ones are faked. In fact, if you did a search on eBay right now for Tom Ford Moss Fresh, one of the top results you'll get is for the faked bottle that I just had up there. Even so much, I hate to say it, and he knows this now, if you go to Mark's haul video from April of 2014 where he has bottles of purple patchouli and moss fresh, he bought those on eBay. They are fake. He knows that. He's already confirmed that they are not real. This was before it was widely known that fakes were showing up on eBay. They're not real. So you gotta be careful with this stuff. There is one other type that I've seen come up recently. Here's a picture of it. This is a 100 milliliter, supposedly, bottle of Noir de Noir. Now you'll notice that they took the 50 milliliter bottle design, the one that's thin, kind of looks like a chess piece, and elongated it, made it taller. That's just wrong. The bottle design doesn't exist. I don't know if this is the same counterfeiter. Who knows? These guys are all generally based overseas. But it's wrong. If you see one of those, it's just flat out not right. Tom Ford does not make 100 milliliter bottles that look like that. They do look like the Moss Fresh bottle that I had up before, where it's a little bit thicker, it's a little bit fatter. The cap is not a square. In fact, the entire shape of the bottle is not a square, it's a rectangle. But the height is relative. I believe they're the same height. But it's not the same square bottle, just taller. That's not right. But be wary, because in this Noir de Noir bottle that you can see, they do get the font pretty much right. There's a little bit of spacing issues within the letters, but that's something you really have to have a lot of experience looking at their labels, which I do, having split so many of them, to be able to pick up on. But they use the correct font. They do use Gotham Bold, whereas the other ones very clearly don't. So that's another one. A few other things that will tip you off as to whether or not a bottle is fake. Where it is from. If you go onto an eBay listing, it'll tell you where the item is located. Originally, most of them were coming out of Bulgaria. Who knows why, but that's where they were listed. They've started to get a little bit smart as people realize this, since every one of the fake listings was from Bulgaria. They're now using various European countries. I've seen Turkey, Russia. I think I saw one that was supposedly from Greece. It's fake. They often like to entice people with free international shipping. They start their auctions with very low prices. I think there's one right now. Somebody has a bid in on the Moss Fresh bottle for 99 cents. So they start their auctions real low. They try and get people on this. It's not real. I have not gotten my hands on any one of these fake bottles, so I don't know what the juice is like, but if the bottle itself is faked, the label is faked, the tester box is faked, there's absolutely no reason to try it and believe that it's going to be real. It's just not. And with a lot of counterfeited juice, you don't know what they put inside there as far as the chemicals go, so it's unlikely, but there could be something that's harmful, potentially. It's good to just stay away from it. Now, one last thing. This is another fake that you can find. This is Tom Ford's chocolate. That doesn't exist. They're counterfeiting a fake juice. They're selling you a fake of a fake. Tom Ford never made a fragrance called chocolate, but yet it's still available on eBay. Currently, I don't see any listings of it, but there was one that did recently sell within the past few weeks, and the guy bought it for something like 95, 96 bucks. Why? Who knows? This is something you can easily Google and find. If you Googled Tom Ford chocolate fragrance, you would find no results. No evidence that this bottle ever existed, but yet some people still do this. So, just another example of the lengths that these counterfeiters will go to. Now, some of you may be watching this video in the future. I would not be surprised as more and more people start making these types of videos, posting on Facebook, on Base Notes, and other various medium about these fake bottles, that they get a little bit better. I'm surprised that these counterfeiters haven't realized that they're using the wrong font. Gotham Bold is easy to obtain, it's free, you can download it for nothing and make your labels with the right font. So, if you were going to fake something, I don't understand why you're not even making a very concerted effort to make it look like it's real. But I wouldn't be surprised if very soon they start using the real font, if they get rid of the white tester boxes completely. And you'll have to do a little bit of a better job of looking out for those types of things. So, again, if you're watching this later, let's say for shits and giggles that they have fixed the font issue and the white tester box issue. Things to look for. 1, where is it located from? If it's coming from Europe and it's not a seller that you know specifically, be a little bit wary. Number 2, the label. Make sure that it is not too far out. Make sure that it's not askew. Make sure that it is cut perfectly into a square. 3, and one I didn't mention before, if you notice on a couple of the other pictures, it was a little bit hard to tell. The cap, when it goes on to the bottle, should evenly fit with the curvature of the rest of the bottle. You can see that most specifically on the Japon Noir bottle. It doesn't entirely fit squarely on there. You'll notice that the cap is a little bit bigger than the glass neck of the bottle. Another dead giveaway that this is most likely a fake. Tom Ford does not screw that up. While they have dampened the quality of their juice a little bit, the quality of the actual bottle itself has not gone down. They don't make these rookie mistakes. So, hopefully that helps you a little bit with this. If it evolves a little bit further, if this counterfeit ring gets even worse, I'll update the video, put something else out there. Alright, if you have any questions at all, or if you have any bottles yourself that you want verified, I'd have no problem. If you want to send me a few pictures, I'd be happy to help you out with that. Otherwise, we'll see you soon.